Good morning to one and all. In this session, I am going to explain the definition of convolution, property of convolution, finding the Laplace transform of given function by using convolution theorem. Convolution. The convolution of two functions f of t and g of t usually denoted by f of t star g of t and is defined by f of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Now I am going to prove the property of convolution, that is f of t star g of t equal to g of t star f of t. Here that means star is a commutative. By definition, f of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Let t minus u equal to v. Here t is a constant. Differentiate this term, then 0 minus du equal to dv. That means minus du equal to dv. From this equation, I am getting t minus v equal to u. Now I need the limits for v. For this, the lower limit of u is 0. Substitute here t minus 0 is t. That means v equal to t. Upper limit of u is t. T minus t is 0. So, upper limit for v is 0. Substitute the limits integration t to 0 f of value of u, that is t minus v, into g of v into du means minus dv. Now I am going to change the limits of integration. That means t to 0 becomes 0 to t by putting minus sign. That minus sign multiplied with this minus sign, it becomes plus. Therefore, integration 0 to t f of t minus v g of v into dv. Now I am going to write g of v as first term, f of t minus v as second term. This integration is nothing but the convolution between g of t and f of t. Therefore, f of t star g of t equal to g of t star f of t. Therefore, star is a commutative. This is the convolution theorem. Observe, L of f of t into L of g of t equal to L of f of t star g of t. So, this is called convolution theorem. The value of this L of f of t star g of t equal to L of integration 0 to t f of t minus u g of u du, which is equal to L of integration 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u du. Why here we are going to get these two integrations means because the convolution is commutative. Depending on the given functions, I am going to use either this formula or this formula. First question, find the convolution of the functions f of t equal to e power t and g of t equal to sin t. Solution, f of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u du. Here f of u is e power u, sin g of t minus u is sin of t minus u into du. Now I am going to evaluate the value of integration e power u sin of t minus u du by using this formula. Observe, this is the standard formula. Integration of e power ax into sin of bx plus c into dx equal to e power ax by a square plus b square into a into sin of bx plus c minus b into cos of bx plus c. Compare this integration and and observe a equal to 1, b equal to minus 1. That means coefficient of u here minus 1, x equal to u, c equal to 0. Replace a equal to 1, b equal to minus 1, c equal to 0, x equal to u in this formula, then I am going to get the integration of this function like this. Now I am going to substitute the lower limit and upper limit values. First of all, I am going to substitute upper limit. Take 1 by 2 outside. 1 by 2 means 1 plus 1 is 2. This 1 by 2 is constant. That's why I am putting 1 by 2 outside. Upper limit is t, e power t, sin of t minus t is 0, sin 0 is 0, cos of t minus t is 0, cos 0 is 1. 1 into e power t is e power t minus upper limit minus. Now I am going to substitute lower limit 0. E power 0 is 1. Sin of t minus 0 is t. That's why I am going to get sin t here. Cos of t minus 0 is cos t here. This is the convolution of given functions f of t and g of t. Second question, verify the convolution theorem for the functions f of t equal to t and g of t equal to cos t. First of all, I am going to find out the Laplace transform of f of t and g of t. That is, L of f of t equal to L of t equal to 1 by s square. L of g of t equal to L of cos t, that is s by s square plus 1. Now I am going to multiply these two LHS. That means L of f of t into L of g of t equal to s by s square into s square plus 1. Multiply these two quantities, then you are going to get this term. Cancel one s, then 1 by s into s square plus 1. Now I am going to find out the convolution of f of t and g of t. F of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u du. F of u is u, g of t minus u is cos of t minus u du. Applying Bernoulli's rule, we have f of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t u into cos of t minus u du. Take u as first function, cos of t minus u as second function. First function as it is. Next, the integration of cos of t minus u is sin of t minus u. The differentiation of t minus u is minus 1. In Bernoulli, we are using alternative plus and minus sign. That's why this term is plus sign here. That's why I am writing minus here. Next, the differentiation of u is 1. I am keeping this minus 1 sign here. Sin integration is minus cos of t minus u. Again, differentiation of t minus u is minus 1. Now, the integration is totally completed because the differentiation of 1 is 0. That's why I am going to stop using Bernoulli's rule. Now I am going to substitute limits, that is 0 to t. So observe, this is minus u into sin of t minus u. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minuses are there. Multiplication of 4 minuses are plus cos of t minus u. Limits are 0 to t. So first I am going to substitute t. T means t minus t is 0. Sin 0 is 0. 0 into anything equal to 0. That's why I am going to get 0 here plus cos of t minus t is 0. Cos 0 is 1. Upper limit substitution completed minus lower limit substitution, that is 0. 0 into anything equal to 0 plus cos of t minus 0 is cos t. That's why I am going to get cos t here. That means 1 minus cos t. L of f of t star g of t equal to L of 1 minus cos t. That means L of 1 minus L of cos t. We know that the value of L of 1 is 1 by s minus the value of cos t is s by s square plus 1. Now take LCM and simplify. Then you are going to get 1 by s into s square plus 1. Observe this RHS value is equal to this RHS value. Therefore, we can easily say that this LHS equal to this LHS. That means the convolution theorem is proved. Next question. Verify convolution theorem for the function f of t equal to sin t and g of t equal to e power minus t. Here also I am going to find out Laplace transform of f of t and g of t first. Laplace transform of f of t equal to L of sin t. Sin t is 1 by s square plus 1. L of g of t equal to L of e power minus t. That is 1 by s plus 1. Multiply these two LHS. That means multiply these two RHS. Then I am going to get this expression. Take this as equation 1. Next I am going to find out convolution of f of t and g of t by using this formula. F of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Here f of u means sin u, g of t minus u means e power minus of t minus u du. Here observe the term e power minus t does not containing u term. That's why I am taking e power minus t outside the integration. Remaining terms are e power u into sin u du. Now again by using the same formula, observe integration of e power ax sin of bx plus c dx equal to e power ax by a square plus b square into a sin of bx plus c minus b cos of bx plus c. This is the standard formula. Compare this integration with this integration. Then we are going to get a equal to 1, b equal to 1, c equal to 0 and x equal to u. Substitute all values here. Then you are going to get the integration of this is like this. Now I am going to simplify these terms. 1 plus 1 is 2. Take 2 outside. Now I am going to substitute limits. First upper limit, that is e power t sin t minus cos t, minus lower limit e power 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0, minus cos 0 is 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. I am going to get this step. Observe e power minus t is there, e power t is there. Whenever bases equal, add powers, then e power 0 is 1. That's why I am going to get 1 by 2 here, plus 1 into e power minus t by 2 is e power minus t by 2 itself. Now I am going to apply Laplace transform on both sides. That is L of f of t star g of t equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Why I am taking common as? Because this term containing 1 by 2, this term also containing 1 by 2. L of sin t minus L of cos t plus L of e power minus t. L of sin t is 1 by s square plus 1 minus as it is. L of cos t is s by s square plus 1. L of e power minus t is 1 by s plus 1. Now take LCM and simplify. Then the value of L of f of t star g of t equal to 1 by s square plus 1 into s plus 1. From 1 and 2, we can easily say that L of f of t into L of g of t equal to L of f of t star g of t. Therefore, convolution theorem is verified. Next question, L of d by dt of f of t star g of t equal to s into L of f of t into L of g of t. For this, I am going to take psi of t equal to f of t star g of t. We know that from the definition of convolution theorem, this convolution in f of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Observe psi of 0 equal to 0. Y means psi of 0 means t equal to 0. Replace t equal to 0. That means integration between 0 to 0. That means when the integrand is whatever may be, if the limits are 0 to 0 means the integration value is 0 only. Therefore, psi of 0 equal to 0. L of d by dt of f of t star g of t. But we are taking f of t star g of t as psi of t. That means differentiation of psi of t is psi dash of t. In the previous sessions, I already explained the Laplace transform of psi dash of t equal to s into L of psi of t minus psi of 0. But psi of t means f of t star g of t. By using the convolution theorem, L of f of t star g of t equal to L of f of t into L of g of t. Therefore, this equation is proved. Next question. By using convolution theorem, prove that L of integration 0 to t f of u du equal to 1 by s into L of f of t. Here I am taking g of t equal to 1. Then by using the definition of convolution, f of t star g of t equal to integration 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. Here g of t equal to 1 means g of t minus u is also equal to 1 only. That's why I am replacing g of t minus u as 1. 1 into anything is anything. That's why the value of convolution of f of t and g of t is integration 0 to t f of u du. Now I am taking Laplace transform on both sides. That means L of f of t star g of t equal to L of integration 0 to t f of u du. But we know that the Laplace transform of f of t star g of t is L of f of t into L of g of t. Therefore, the required equation is proved. Here g of t is 1. That means L of 1 is 1 by s. Therefore, the required equation is proved. Next one, show that L of integration 0 to t minus u e power u minus t cos u du equal to s by s plus 1 whole square into s square plus 1. So, take integration 0 to t minus u e power u minus t cos u du. Take this total function as f of t minus u cos u as g of u du. This is convolution. That's why I am going to write this integration value as f of t star g of t. Here f of t minus u is t minus u into e power u minus t. That means f of t is t into e power minus t. G of u is cos u means g of t equal to cos t. By convolution theorem, we get L of integration 0 to t minus u e power u minus t cos u du equal to L of f of t star g of t. That means I am taking Laplace transform on both LHS and RHS. By using convolution theorem, L of f of t star g of t equal to L of f of t into L of g of t. But I know the value of t f of t value, that is t into e power minus t. G of t value is cos t. Substitute. Then I am going to get L of t into e power minus t into L of cos t. The value of L of t into e power minus t is 1 by s plus 1 whole square. The value of L of cos t is s by s square plus 1. Multiply. Then 1 into s is s by s plus 1 whole square into s square plus 1. Therefore, the required Laplace transform is completely proved. So, observe, these are the exercise problems. Here, first four problems are finding of convolution between f of t and g of t. Next 5 problems are verification of convolution theorem. Next 3 problems are Laplace transform of integration. So, practice. These are the reference books. Go through the reference books. Thank you, one and all.